Episode 28. The poet with whom Du Fu is often paired is his friend Li Bai, widely known as the poet-immortal. Widely hailed as the two greatest Chinese poets, the debate continues unabated as to which is greater. They have often been perceived to be diametrically opposite types. Du Fu is sober, earnest, and morally committed, while Li Bai is inebriated, carefree, and transcendent. Also, such a simple dichotomy inevitably obscures the complexity of the two poets' life and works. It has nonetheless taken hold of the popular imagination. Consequently, they are both best remembered for those works that reveal these character traits. While many of Du Fu's great poems are Luishi works, most of Li Bai's best loved and most widely recited works are ancient style poems. The highly restrictive Luishi form seems ill-suited to Li Bai's unbridled temperament and poetic style. Yet, he wrote a number of Luishi poems in which we nonetheless capture a glimpse of the quintessential Li Bai.
Climbing the Yueyang Tower with Xia Shi. From the tower I look afar to where the Yueyang region ends. The river winds along to where the Dongting Lake opens. The wild geese, taking along the heart's sorrow, have gone. The mountains, carrying the fine moon in their beak, come. In the midst of clouds, I reach the honored guest's bed. In heaven above, I receive the passing wine cup. After I've gotten drunk, a cool wind rises, blowing on me, sending my sleeves dancing and fluttering.
The opening couplet shows the poet in the act of viewing a panoramic scene. In the second couplet, his gaze shifts to two concrete images. The flying wild geese, a common image for homesickness, are here used to signify the relief of homesickness, or the heart's sorrows. This transformation of a conventional image is followed by a sudden flight of imagination. The mountains have become a giant bird, carrying the fine moon in its beak and flying towards us. The third couplet engineers a turn quite characteristic of the poet-immortal, a flight into the celestial world. Taking the poet as the implicit subject, however, we can render the couplet as follows. In the midst of the clouds, I reach the honored guest's bed. In heaven above, I receive the passing wine cup. The appearance of the poet in the final couplets make this reading sensible and appropriate. Here, Li Bai does not make man and nature equal companions, as Du Fu does, but elevates man, or rather himself, above nature to the extent that he becomes an immortal, residing in the midst of clouds and receiving a passing wine cup in heaven. Like Du Fu, he avails himself of personification, but for him, personification is largely a means of turning nature into a joyful playmate. The wild geese that take away the heart's sorrow, and the mountain that bring in the fine moon for enjoyment, become his imagined playmates. As Li Bai consistently endows nature with his unique character traits, it is little wonder that most of the personifying verbs in his poem are not those of grief and lamentation, but they depict, instead, energetic, sprightly, and often magical action. In transforming nature into a playmate at his bidding, He in fact elevates himself to the status of the creator or the master of the universe. He's not at all shy about this, and in fact speaks explicitly in the voice of the heavenly master in a poem like a, quote, drinking along under the moon, unquote, 月下独酌. A lively self-deification as the law of the universe is considered by many as the hallmark of Li Bai's greatest poem. At its very least, it sets his poems apart from the earlier quotidian poems on the roaming immortals, 游闲诗, and helps him earn the title a poet-immortal. Moreover, it inspired the great Ci poems of heroic abandon by Su Si and Xin Qi. This is the end of episode 28. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Let us relax and listen to a reading of the poem in Mandarin.
雨下12登岳阳楼，李白。楼观岳阳尽，川迥洞庭开。雁引愁心去，山弦好月来。云间莲下榻，天上阶行悲。最后凉风起，吹人舞袖回。